Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect, and welcome another 8 prisoners into the facility. In the previous episode we got another cell block done, as well as this sort of security room down the bottom which has solitary, as well as a place for the boiler, which if we go over to our logistics and temperature you can see is now warming all of this room up. In fact, it's 30 degrees in there, very toasty. Check on the utilities, you can see that is now connected to these cell blocks here, which means that pretty much everything down the bottom apart from perhaps that will now be connected to the new system. We also increase the size of the infirmary so we can run the drug rehabilitation program, and obviously we've got other things, assorted things, odds and ends done as well. Let's just go over to our intelligence and informants. We can see we have a strong prisoner trait there and some unknown traits there too. We do have an ex-law enforcement and 1 snitch. We did have an extra snitch, but something happened to them and we're just not too sure what last episode. So, in this episode, what we want to do is probably get a lot of the extra rooms done. So that means things like another parole, as well as a classroom and a chapel. I think that would be quite advantageous. Let's go over to the white wall here, and we're going to place this in. Now, the standard entrance ways we tend to do like that, and then like that, and that should be okay. Obviously once that is done we will then place these buildings in, and we'll also do these. So at minimum I think we're looking at the chapel, the classroom, the shop, and possibly the library or the mailroom, but I'm not too sure. Obviously at the top there we also have room to do other things. We didn't like set out 100% exactly what some of these things were, what they were going to be, but we'll crack on and get them done in this episode. Also, I think I do want to go ahead and increase the size of the laundry, but that means that we also need to spend some money on capacitors because we are running quite low on the old power front. Let me just go over to objects, zoom right in, and laundry machines. I think laundry machines will have 1 and then 2, and for whatever reason we've got an ironing board, but we don't seem to have... Am I missing something in the laundry room? And the mayor's calling. An incident at another facility is highlighting potentially to the security checks when it comes to family visitation in prisons. Until the process can be properly reviewed, all visitation must be suspended. You have 12 hours to remove all visitation rooms from your prison. Okay, so 12 hours. I will guess just do it now then. So it is visitation. I don't really need to select visitation, but anyway, we'll remove that there. And that has now been completed. We have 92 hours before that is sorted. So that is an interesting one. That is all connected up. We will run some power into... Sorry, we've got power into it, but we're going to run some pipes into that as well. The laundry, interestingly... Yeah. Laundry. Indoors, laundry machine, laundry basket, ironing boards, or ironing boards small. I used to think you needed a table. Anyway, so that is getting done there. This will require some doors, which will go over to doors and walls, and then doors 1, 2, and then 3. Once they're in, we've got foundations, building, brick. We will have auto light on this one though, and we will build all of that. Obviously, we've got that prisoner to search as well as that prisoner to search. It is definitely been a... Yeah, apparently either that person, Adam Cheetah Dial, was either going over there to sweep up some snow, or they've just got something thrown over the wall. Yeah, it was definitely an advantage to... Where they're being brought? Oh, they're being locked up in their cell because they had some drugs on them. Yeah, it was definitely an advantage to have the warden that we did, definitely. In terms of money, we haven't got a massive amount of money coming in, but we should be able to... put that wall back in, white wall, across there, and then across here as well. Yeah, we should be able to get... We should be able to get a decent amount of stuff as we progress on. 3,400 and... Well, let's just change to 3,377, and we'll get some consulting fees as well. But when we run some programs, obviously that's going to start to be reduced. In terms of grants, we have the Reform Through Education Initiative. We have Cell Block C, as well as raise prisoner capacity to 100. Now, what I'm going to do is check our bureaucracy here. I am going to, check. We have got armory. We haven't got body armor or tasers unlocked yet, and I don't know if we need that. But what I want to do is get probably the extra parole room in, just because obviously more turnover in that regard. So let's just go over to our walls and doors, visitor door. That's the term. Put a visitor door there and a visitor door there, because that's where the visitors will come in. And then we're going to set all these rooms up. So we will have a classroom, which will be, I think it'll probably be the small. Actually, I think are these the same size? Let me double check. They look the same. They are the same size, yeah. So it just really depends on where we want to place them. I think we'll place the classroom down the bottom, simply because the chapel sees more. The chapel sees more traffic, which is a fairly damning thing when you think about it. The chapel sees more visits in the classroom, but hey-ho. I guess whatever your priorities are. That person is overdosed and nobody's come to get it. Littlewood. Aled Big Al Littlewood. Right, so this room here as well. So this is Parole. And then visitor table, like so. No, like so. And radiator. We'll have a rad in there. We'll have a rad in there and a rad in there. And it means connecting them up to the network. This is all lit up, which is fine. Water piping. Will it reach over there? I very much doubt it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the pipe up and across. And do that. And I'm hoping that will work. It should be fine. Should be. We'll see if that is the case or not. I would like to do another shakedown here, but that's not going to happen. I actually wanted to do a tunnel search. But now that that's in, that is still not done, but we will get there. You can see we do have the extra... Actually, we'll be able to run some extra parole now, won't we? There we go. We're going to 8 parole in total now. Excellent. It will require a guard in there. A guard in there. Surprisingly, they weren't in there in the first place, but there you go. That is not done. Prioritise that little bit of piping. Eventually, we'll also put some flooring in. At the moment, the only flooring we have is the standard tiles for the walkway. And to be fair, I think that's really the only one we need for the time being. The rest is just to make it look better. In terms of the other directions, we need to put the other directions in, so I'll do that now. So hopefully they'll follow this, but you never know. You know what the game's like. There's some more ODs. We are running that pharmacological treatment to drug addiction program. Whether or not it's going to be of any use in the long term, I don't know. Prison grading, we can see that reoffending rate has gone down by 1%, so progress. Paroled early. Technically it says 12%, it was 14% last time, but that's only because an extra prisoner has been released. We now have more of these going, which what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to go over to our... Actually no, I was about to say policy. I'm going to reduce our parole cutoff, but I think that is the right amount. We do have use cell quality ratings on, but we don't have any extra cell quality settings anywhere. Let's just double check the temperature. Temperature around here is perfectly fine, so that is good. Still a bit chilly in here, but only 14 degrees, it's fine. So there we are. Right, so it is now a case of... I didn't set any patrols over there. No, I didn't, but I did set someone in there, so that's fine. Right, so they're on the go. Chapel and classroom to be built, but I'm very tempted to build these buildings first, move these over, and then get the governmental security rating done. Because one of these was going to be... The middle one was going to be security room. The top one was going to be a... Well, top or bottom was going to be the K9 area, and then the other one was going to be armed guards, which is unlikely that we'll keep, but we might have an armory in anywhere. I don't know. Anyway, I think, you know what, I'll get the chapel and other things done, because, quite frankly, we might as well. So, objects, going down, altar, we'll go in the middle. Not going to go at the back there, which is a shame. Which is strange, because now... Oh yeah, so now, instead, you come in at the altar side rather than the other way. Interesting. Could place it like that, though, to be different. Place the altar there. And place the pews like that. No reason why we can't. It's a bit different. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Why not? We'll shift them along a little bit. 4 to there. 4 to... no. Cancel that. Then to there. That's right. Prayer mats can go on the end. Like that. Then an altar. Like that. Okay, classroom. Probably going to be a bit more traditional. So, 3, 6, 12. More than enough. Too many. 24 in there. Don't even need that many. Okay, so we'll move them ones. And instead we'll have an office desk in this corner. Like that. It does say school desk and office desk. And I guess we'll put like a chair there. I'd like an office desk and an office table, but it's not going to happen. Sorry, an office chair. Right, so that means the chapel's in, as well as the classroom. If we check then for our programs, we can see that we can now start to run the... Can't find it. Spiritual guidance. Start that. Just going to double check. Yeah, 20. It's 20 places, so that is fine. And I'm not going to set the classroom going yet because it's not yet built. But they'll now all be in. We will check to see that, yes, we now have the Reform Through Education Initiative extra grant done. Well, extra grant crossed over. So we've got 1 of that done, which is good. We still need to have 10 prisoners pass the foundation education course, and then finally 1 prisoner pass the general education course. Much easier than it was previously. And today's beverage is a nice cup of tea, and I'm pretty sure that guy had a knife on him. Search prisoner. I saw something. Yeah, I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye when I was having a sip of beverage. I thought there was something there. Anyway, so we now have the classroom, so we can now run the foundation education course, which strangely, you notice, has... Well, it said it's at 20 interested. Well, it's 20 places, so I'm not going to run any more. So that's good. That's very good. I think it's because we don't have any armed guards. We don't have any suppression effect from the passive effect from certain wardens. And yeah, I think that's it. We don't have any dogs, but not that we need them. So what I want to do is get, I think, these rooms done here. So we want to get foundation. No, we'll do the walls first. White wall. 3, 4. Right, so this is going to be... We're going to have to be careful where we place these because one of them's going to be a shop. So the shop is probably best... It's probably best to have the shop up the top. Like that. And then whatever this ends up being, like that. Okay. Visitor table there, visitor table there. Sorry, tables, doors. Doors, standard doors like that. And then we'll place the foundations over the top. Problem is that that wall in the middle might break. That should be okay. And this is outside back here, by the way. Still didn't change it to inside. It would have some benefit of being inside, especially for patrolling around here, but we just haven't done it. Tunnel search. We haven't done tunnel search in quite some time, so I think it's worth it. You notice we are finding contraband. That's because we are searching the toilets. So anything stashed in the toilet, like a mobile phone, wouldn't like to put that to my ear. Look, mobile phone and a needle. Yeah. So we're searching all of that. Nothing found. Doesn't mean that there's nothing there, but oh, look at that. They're actually using this bit at the back. Excellent. It's starting to work now. There we are. So that's in. So, rooms. Shop. Top one. And what now? Well, we have got all sorts that we could possibly place. Library. Your prison will be sent boxes of discarded and used books from around the country. Prisoners will need to sort these books into shelves. Could do that. Mail room. Mail room's not a bad one. I think we'll do that. We'll do mail room next to the shop. Right, so we want objects. Shop front, which will go... Where does it need to go? Where it wants, really. More centralised. Shop shelving, and what else needs to go in here? Table or table small. The shop shelving, place on that side, and actually ran out of money, surprisingly. Huh. Okay. That's a little bit of a problem. We could get a bank loan. If we check our grants, we have a bank loan. Maximum loan, quite a bit. Yeah, we'll take a 25 grand bank loan. I don't think that's unreasonable. What we also need to do is get some lighting in here because it's currently quite dark, so that should do it quite nicely. We are running close to the ideal amount. Anything over 80% bad because it can set on fire. It's not common, but it can happen. The problem with this is essentially this is going to be this room here is designated, planned for a workshop. Doubt it's going to be a workshop with that capacity running, which means we'll have to put a power generator in there, which means it's probably not going to be very full, but it should be okay. Anyway, so more than enough money to finish off this stuff here. So shop shelving either side, and then it does say that you need a table or a table small. So we're going to place tables down the middle. Like that. There we go. The mail room is sorting desk and table. So sorting desk on the other side, like so. And then standard tables, like that. In terms of prison labour, we'll max that out. So we have 5 jobs for each of those. Not loads, but enough. So enough so that I think there'll be a fair few of these people working there. Just double checking that staff only. These are not staff only. These are not staff only. I don't know why, but we have line of sight in here, but we don't have line of sight in there. Right. Slowly going down. Someone must have went in there for whatever reason. Looks like we had another OD there, as you can see, but they've been found straight away. Lots of stuff we've brought in the facility. You can see there's loads of stuff here. All the contents for the... well, contents for not just the stuff that needs to be in the room, but also all of the items that need to be on the shelves. So putting in these tables and such, and that then will allow people to, when it's work, which is now, they'll come in and start sorting that. So you can see they're going to the boxes and they're picking stuff up, they're moving it. So we've got loads of things on the top there. It looks like we've got some soap, we've got some shower gels, toothpaste, there's some chocolate bars, newspapers and magazines, sort of talcum powder or something, or it could be Pringles. Unlikely to be Pringles, to be fair, next to the soap, but they're crisps, certainly, so it could be some sort of well, I'm guessing that's, yeah, a tube of crisps, non-specific brand name. And that means now that people will be able to spend their money, because if we look around, 4, 13, 17, 8, 58 generic units of currency, not bad. 7, 65 Mr. Moneybags over there. Yeah, there you are. So because most of the prisoners have jobs, it means they can spend stuff in there, which is good. Danger level's going up, and that's because heating once again, because mailroom is not got any heating in it. You have to remember that every single building requires this, so I'm going to place that at the back, that at the back, and then I'm going to remove that table. I'm actually going to dismantle all of these tables and shift them back over a little bit. It's some work, I'm aware, but I think it's work that's worth it. A bit more room there. And also what I've been meaning to do for quite some time, hot water pipe, to be honest, that should be fine. It's quite close to this anyway. Been meaning to do this for quite some time. Flooring, concrete tiles. Remember, this is outside. So getting that put in, Drastically increases the speed which they can walk. Don't need to do the outside there. They very rarely travel that way. So that's fine. Currently sleep time. Also some more Ds, but they are being brought back. Shakedown. 249 places to search. We are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more guards. I think it is worth it. We do need to get... I think we'll have a solitary door on... Oh, I was going to use door secures, wasn't I, for these security doors. I think I'm going to dismantle them solitary doors and put the secure ones on. Guards may deliver food past the tray to the door without needing to enter the cell. We probably don't need it, but... it's a shame. It's going to take like 5 grand to replace these. Doesn't matter. We want to use the new thing because it's the new thing. So I'm dumping all of these. Like so. And then placing the white walls in there. Reason for that is I want that solitary door there because that's going to be an armory. And over here, this is going to be, well, it is solitary already, but we want them new doors. I just forgot to put them in. So we've got our new pathing in there. You can see that people are seemingly using that, which is excellent. 2 normal prisoners going to turn up shortly. In terms of grading, 36%. Punishment is the same. Reform is still low. Security is the same. So is health. Paroled early, 9 with 11% reoffending rate. So, yeah, we still got that problem with the drugs and such. It might be best to... Yeah, it might be best to do something about that, but I don't know what we can do about it. Well, I say it might be best. It definitely is best to do something about it. It would be well worth it. Security door secure. So the secure door, you can see, has this like a little lip on it. I don't know what the... I'm guessing the inside is one with a lip like that, but it doesn't say. It actually costs more than I thought as well. Oh, and you see they all teleported into their hand. Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, they're now legitimate solitary, and we now have the proper doors. Excellent. So, chapel on the go. We've got the programs running. Pharmacological treatment. Yes, we actually got 2 passed. That's great. Pharmacological treatment to drug addiction. We have 2 finished, 2 passed, 100% pass rate. The general education qualification we can't run. The... Where is it? Alcoholics group, we could run that. We might as well run that, and it'll run over in the common room there. Workshop safety, people are interested, but we can't do yet. Foundation education is running. So that's fine. So that should hopefully make reform a lot better. Hopefully. So now that that's there, what I want to do is get these buildings in. So we're going to go for white wall again. And this is going to be, as we've seen, visitation and other things. The problem at the moment is that we've got a common room there, and we certainly want to have the common room and library up here. Little common room and laundry up there. The same sort of thing. The issue with that is we don't yet have a designated place for the infirmary. These are all taken up. Although, when we expand to that side, we could have easily put the infirmary there. Yeah. I'd like the infirmary a bit more centralised, ideally, though. But there is not the place for it, because that is our security room. At least it should have been the security room. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll check out our... where is it? It'll be... Visitor door in the back. That's in the wrong place, that one. Sure that's in the wrong place. Yeah, it is. It should be there. There. And there. Disassemble that. Get it moved. Move to there. And then we'll build these. And one of them is probably going to be the cleaning cupboard, which sort of moves things out from the central compound. And the other one library. Oh no, mailroom and... No, we've got mailroom. So it is library. Library and what? Library and forestry. No. Maybe... No, library and cleaning cupboard, I think, is not unreasonable. I think that should be fine. So building brick, auto light is on. Do that, do that, do that. That should be fine. We'll go ahead and, while I'm here and remembering to do it, place some of this tiling. And, oh, looks like there's a bit more fighting in here. It's someone that's died. Paul Smith snitch. And, it's Chislet Trim again. I reckon they have volatile or something like that traits, because they tend to be the one that's fighting. Okay. So there is... a snitch. Yeah. We still got ex-law enforcement. No other snitches that we're aware of anywhere. Where's that person going? They're just going to sit there. If they want to sit down, fair enough. They're entitled to do that, I guess. 11 hours remaining until we get visitation. So we still will, if we look at the needs, we'll see how family need is quite high. Critical, in fact. Furious. Didn't know we could get a furious need on that one. So these are now in. We will have to run some power, but at the moment, yeah, this is running pretty much everything. We will run the power in there, but I'll end up redoing part of it anyway, because this power station will be connected and do that one. Actually, I've just thought of something. I mentioned about this room needing power, and I was going to place the power station inside there. We don't need to, because this has got a power station and the water pump. You only need one water pump station. So this room can have 2 power generators. One power generator will do similar things to this one. So it'll power a bit of this compound, it'll power the kitchen and canteen, some of these rooms, as well as the expansion to the north. But the second one will run to the left and right down, and will power solely that, and then solely the one at the top. Yes! That should hopefully work. Right, so we're going to run that up to there. We are going to run that power up to there, because, quite frankly, we'll be disconnecting some of this anyway shortly when we build that room. So over here we want to have a cleaning cupboard. So cleaning cupboard, we will remove that cleaning cupboard there just because we don't want to buy the chemicals again, and it might do that. The library we can probably place in here, so let's do that. So it's the rooms library. If I actually click in there, find a library, and that'll go in there. A library requires a library shelf and sorting desks, which we will place like so, and that should be okay for the library, although I do tend to I like to place some more library shelves in, and we'll do that and that. Excuse me. Technically we don't need heating in the cleaning cupboard, because they only go in there to get they only go in there to like get the cleaning chemicals, and they don't sit around there like they do in the laundry, which is a problem. I know. We should probably put some heating in the laundry. Let me do that now, actually, because that's something I did forget. Radiator can go right at the back. Oh no, I've got one in. Why am I doing that? Don't need any of that. There we go. Right, so more intake, only a little bit. No traits. Extremely quick on one of them. No traits on the other 2. So, 6 grand. So we have spent quite a bit. Have spent quite a bit indeed. But we can get kennel, armory. Definitely staff only. definitely staff only for those. And it means that for the kennel, dog crate. Still wish they'd put a facing on this one. Don't know which is correct. I'll do one side and then I'll rotate around and do the other. £4 remaining. Weapons locker can rotate around, but I prefer it on that side. So you need a weapons rack. You need a... What are you calling for? Oh, I know what you're calling for. Table small, I think we'll put in. And because we can, cheeky chair. Cheeky chair. Then guard lockers. I'll run the length of it, but I'm not going to put them all in now. Complete our security review of the visitation process, and the visitation rooms can now be re-added to your prison if you choose so. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Visitation. Done. Haven't yet done this one. I will designate it as such. Actually, no, because it'll probably glitch out. We're going to set also in our deployment patrols, or other preferreds, this. Yeah, just so they walk this way and do that. There we go. So, they should come in. Please don't follow that way. If they went that way, this is just game over. No, they are all going that way. Whew. Excellent. So, we have got a mail room. Have we got mail being delivered is the question. I've got prisoner uniforms being delivered. And, oh look, the spiritual leader is leaving via that way instead of leaving via the other way, which is just fantastic. And the teacher's staring flatly at a wall. Nice. Right, so we've got the classroom, we've got the chapel, we've got an extra parole put in, we've got visitation added, which, looking at that, yeah, adding another visitation is probably the way forward. I'm going to speed up to max speed, get the rest of this building done. And I want to get 3 dog handlers. 1, 2, 3. Can't get them. Okay. In that case, what I will do is get another loan, because quite frankly, 4 dog handlers, we only need the 3, but then the armory prioritize. Once we've got those, it says 2 dog handlers to a dog patrol. We're going to say deployment magenta patrols. The magenta patrols will run... Well, actually, you know what? Dog handlers in there. 1 in there. That's not unreasonable. I want to have a blue patrol around the yard. Do we need one around the yard? Because this is where I was going to have the dogs. Because they have a yard time, so they have to go there. So we'll have dog handlers there and there. Because it seems to be fitting going around that area. And then a magenta patrol. Which is going to run like that. Along. And the same on the other side when we get it. And also one around here. And that's going to be dog handler. And dog handler. Assign armed guards. Hang on. Well, fair enough. I was going to say, can we glitch it out even more? I was going to abuse it even more. 1, 2. So I've got 2 armed guards now, but I did technically do what it says. It says assign 2 armed guards. I did assign 2 armed guards to a patrol. They weren't in existence at the time. But there you go. We are going to sack them straight away. We don't want armed guards in the facility. We don't want that suppression being handed out. We're all about reform. Or at least that's the attempt anyway. So there we are. So I'm going to hire some more dog handlers. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. I'm then going to go straight away and decrease our bank loan, because having that bank loan that high is quite bad. In terms of the grants, we've got MaxSec infrastructure and prison manufacturing facility. I think prison and manufacturing facility. The MaxSec infrastructure, we have most of it in place anyway, but we don't really need CCTV because it's a fairly small facility. You're getting searched. We don't really need automatic door openers for the most part. It's only these 2 bits at the front that we need it for, really. And technically this, but this is temporary anyway. So it's really not needed. With the addition of the visitor doors and the way we've set it up, it sort of runs itself on that sort of front. So I don't think we need the CCTV, and I don't think we necessarily need the automatic door openers. They would help out. They would speed things up a little bit, but not to a huge degree. But the manufacturing, we get that in. More reform, more jobs, more better. So, I think we'll leave it there. Punishment level 5, reform 2, security 1, health -3. That's terrible. Reoffending rate 36%. Prison value is 120,000 rather. 4 deaths in custody, sadly. Capacity is currently 50. 9 paroled early with 11% reoffending rate. I am going to put it to max speed for a moment. And then I'm going to do a full shakedown because I think it would be of some benefit. And let's just see how much money we get just for doing this. Well, there's 40. There's 26. $39. It's all going up. 45. Yeah, it's definitely worth having this. Definitely having this person here. What was that? Oh, 4. We're coming to the end of that then, I guess. So, in terms of our programs, probably going to keep these ones running. They're doing okay. It says 10 interested, but I don't know if that is the case. Reschedule all of them just to make sure it's okay. Alcoholics group, 8 in the queue. Spiritual guidance on the go. Lots of people interested in the workshop safety induction. But overall, quite happy so far with what we've accomplished. And been an interesting challenge there. Oh, and we now have a decent amount of money. I'm going to decrease our bank loan to nothing. I know that means we are very low on money, but it also means that we're going to receive more per day, and we can always get the bank loan back if we need to. So next episode, I think what we'll do is probably get these two up and running. It makes sense, and then maybe go for the workshop. Yeah, something like that. We do need to move the infirmary at some point. We definitely need to move the infirmary at some point. So yeah, we'll see about that one. And we still haven't got the guard pavilions on the corners because we just don't need them. In reality, we just don't need them. We've not needed them up until this point. They are not something we want. However, eventually, we could get some high-risk prisoners and we'll put them in here. And then we probably will need them. Either way, that's it for now. Hope you have enjoyed the video and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.